Hi, welcome to the FelinGirlTalk. We're going to learn how to use the menstrual cycle calendar to prevent any unwanted pregnancy. Okay, it says using the menstrual cycle calendar is very easy and simple. I know a lot of ladies complain that it doesn't work, it's not effective, it feels they are actually confused with the menstrual cycle calendar. Okay, I've been using the menstrual cycle calendar since 2006 and my menses is always on point. It doesn't fail. It works like magic for me because I use it properly and correctly. Okay, so what you have to know is that the menstrual cycle calendar is different from the normal calendar. It doesn't use the same calendar. Okay, it's very different and you should know that. And the normal calendar can start counting from 1 to 28, 1 to 30, 1 to 31, depending on which month. Okay, that's very simple. But with the menstrual cycle calendar, it's very stable. It counts from 1 to 28. It doesn't change at all. It's always stable, just like that. It doesn't change from 1 to 28. And I hope every lady gets it. Okay, every lady must get her own calendar, her own menstrual cycle calendar, right beside her, right. If you can place it on your bed, that's very simple, so you can always count and all that. Okay, it's very simple. It starts counting from 1 to 28 and it doesn't change. Okay, so it's very simple. I'm going to show you how to use it. Okay, that's very simple. So the one on top is the normal calendar and I'm using November 2018 calendar, which start counting from 1 to 30. Okay, that is November 2018 calendar. And down here we have the menstrual cycle calendar and it start counting from 1 to 28. Okay, 1 to 28. This is very simple. So in case you have your menses on 15th from the normal calendar, says you are not going to start counting from 15th on the normal calendar. Remember I told you before that the menstrual cycle has its own calendar. We don't use the normal calendar. So if you have your menses on 15th from the normal calendar, you're going to drop it. And the fact that you have your menses on 15th from the normal calendar does not mean that you should start counting from 15th on the menstrual cycle calendar. No, if you do it that way, it's going to mess out. Okay, you're going to miss it. You're going to have unwanted pregnancy because it's not going to work. It's going to fail you. I said if you have your menses on 15th from the normal calendar, drop the normal calendar, come to the menstrual cycle calendar. And the fact that you have your menses on 15th from the normal calendar doesn't mean you should start counting from 15th from the menstrual cycle calendar. No, if you do it that way, it's going to fail you. Okay, once you have your menses on 15th from the normal calendar, says please come to your menstrual cycle calendar and start counting from 1. Drop that 15, just forget the 15th and start counting from 1 from the menstrual cycle calendar. Okay, it's very simple. So you count from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You already have it, so you start taking. Okay, so you start taking from the menstrual cycle calendar, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 5th day your menstruation is supposed to end because you're supposed to have your menses for 5 days. Okay, so from 1st to 5th on the menstrual cycle calendar, your menstrual period or your menstruation will end there, and from 6th to 10th, that's a free period over there. It's a free period, sis, and you can have unprotected sex. But I advise you protect yourself there. This within this period from the 6th to 10th, because we're just going to enter the ovulation period. It would be advisable to use condom or have protected sex here. Okay, if you like, don't have sex at all. But if you want to have sex, though it's safe period there from 6th to 10th, it's safe period. But if you want to protect yourself, if you truly want to avoid any unwanted pregnancy, says you have protected sex or don't have sex at all. And from 11th to 15th, from 11th to 15th is your ovulation period. Okay, during these days you start developing your egg, and you're not supposed to have sex unless you want to get pregnant. If you don't want to get pregnant, says make sure you have protected sex or don't have sex at all. I will advise you don't have sex at all from 11 to 15 because it's the ovulation days. Okay, if it's the ovulation period, and you're not supposed to have sex unless you want to get pregnant. But if you're not ready for any baby, says don't have sex at all. Don't say you're gonna have protected sex because anything can happen. It's only 5 days, and it says you can just keep yourself because you don't want to have any unwanted pregnancy. And right from 16th to 28th on the menstrual cycle calendar, that is a free range period. Okay, it's free range. You can have sex anyhow you want, as many times as you want, and you will not have you will not get pregnant because these are free days. Okay, from 16th to 28th on the menstrual cycle table, these are the free days you can have unprotected sex and you will not get pregnant. Says I said anytime you have your menses, if it's 15th from the normal calendar, don't start counting from 15th from the menstrual cycle calendar. Start counting from 1. Okay, that way it will be very, very simple for you. So you must have your menstrual cycle calendar right beside you anywhere you go. Okay, so you can easily count it. And from 1 to 5th is the menstruation days, and from 6th to 10th is the these days are also free. You can have sex, but I would advise you protect yourself because we are getting into the ovulation days, so anything can happen. From 11 to 15th is the ovulation days. It's your it's the dangerous days. You can't have sex. Okay, if you want to have sex, make sure you protect yourself. But I will advise you don't have sex at all because anything can happen. Okay, and from 16 to 28 on the menstrual cycle table, you have your free range there. You can have sex as many times as you want and you won't get pregnant because these are the free days over here. Says you see, this is very, very simple. I told you it's very, very simple, and you can see that. Use it, stick to it. You're not going to miss your period. It's not going to fail you, and you will not have any unwanted pregnancy. Okay, this is very, very simple. So far as you use it correctly, it's not going to miss. Okay, it's not going to miss out. Your message will always come on point. That is very, very simple. If you have it 16th on the normal calendar, says don't start counting from 16th from the menstrual cycle calendar. If you do that, it will miss out. Okay, it will fail you. But whichever date at all you get your message from the normal calendar, start counting from 1 on the menstrual cycle calendar, and it will never fail you. Trust me. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel and you get more educative videos. Thank you for being part of my day.